You mentioned foreign policy.
No.
How does Hillary run on, they say, the best thing for her to run on is her foreign policy? How does she run on her foreign policy when most of the stuff happened underneath her watch? Ukraine, Russia, Libya, Syria. And now she said the other day that Syria, she disagreed with the president. If that was the case, why didn't she resign?
I never saw a president that draws a line in the sand and says if you use weapons of mass destruction, that you cross that line and there's going to be a fierce response, and then he doesn't respond. There's one other thing that happened under her term. When the Muslim Brotherhood, now the Middle East to me right now is, we better pay very close attention. Because if the Iranian mullahs get nukes, that scares not only the United States, it should scare us, it should worry every Israeli citizen, because they're committed and have stated repeatedly their desire to wipe Israel off the map. But that would also put in jeopardy the Saudis, the Egyptians, the Jordanians. You know, and if you watch very closely, you know, the Iranians sponsored and funded rebels in Yemen. You know, they want to basically surround the entire Middle East and create their own little advanced caliphate and their own, you know, they want a remaking, a rebuilding of the entire Middle East. And it would be one where the United States wouldn't be a close ally with Israel, but Iran. So to answer your question about Hillary and foreign policy, I can't name one single thing that was successful. The Muslim Brotherhood, when Mohammed Morsi came into power after the Arab Spring. Here's a guy that once referred to Jewish people as descendants of apes and pigs. And what was Obama and Hillary's response? We gave him F-16s, tanks, and 1.5 billion taxpayer dollars. Is that a foreign policy? That to me is insanity. And so I think in Obama-Hillary world, everything is kind of upside down and backwards. And I think Americans, if they hear these things, I think if they really look at the record, I think Americans now sense that things are not going well. You mentioned Ukraine and Crimea. I can't think of a place in the world where they could identify a foreign policy success.